What's going on? Hello everyone, today I'm doing another video to you guys today, so let's jump right in. What I wanted to talk about is the Logic Plague. I mean, everyone knows the Logic Plague. Cortana gets infected by the Logic Plague because she chose to stay right there because she's worried about a bomb going off. When, in fact, what she should have been worried about was if she'd be infected with the Logic Plague. Now, in Halo Infinite, Cortana talks about saying that she was wrong, or she thought she could do it on her own, this or that, but I don't think that was her. Because, even though, right there in Halo Infinite, that is the real Cortana talking. It wasn't the real Cortana in Halo 5 talking. The Logic Plague was. And since she was agreeing with everything the Logic Plague was saying, she's tricked. Trolled by it. Not only that, she thought that it was right. The Logic Plague was right. So she started to agree with it. When she did, it wasn't her talking. It was the Logic Plague. Now, you may be asking, what would happen if Cortana didn't listen to what Gravemind said? Didn't stay around and well, in order to answer that question, we have to answer, how did she get in this mess in the first place? I guess I'll start out with telling number one story that most people know, and most people know they're playing Halo 2. But if you don't know, I'll tell you anyways. Cortana was infected with the Logic Plague when she chose to stay around and when she chose to stay around, make sure the bomb wouldn't go off. Right at the end of Halo 2, she's talking with the Gravemind. Gravemind says, silence fills the empty grave, now that I am gone. But I can't exactly remember the exact words he says, but I do know that he does say at the end of Halo 2 that he talks something about the empty grave. He said, now I shall talk, I shall answer, you shall listen. And he does say that. Cortana says, shoot. Which is odd, right? Think about this is Cortana. But by now, she's already been infected with it. She already listened to everything that the Gravemind had to say. And ever since she was infected with it, she changed from an innocent AI to an AI that wanted to dominate and destroy all of humanity. This is the Gravemind that just infected her through a few little words that he said. And if after a few little words, she wanted to destroy humanity. Now, what I've heard most people say is that on YouTube is that because of what Gravemind had said to Cortana, that is why she's acting this way. That's why she's being like this, because of Gravemind. And I would say that is true. Cortana isn't normal in Halo 4. I mean, in Halo 5. She isn't herself. I mean, you would have thought that she would have listened to Master Chief. At least went along with him, but no. She stayed behind. I mean, that doesn't seem like Cortana. Right? Of course not. Just because it's the logic point. Cortana should have known what was going to happen. She should have known that the Grave Mind was going to trick her. Set her into a trap. But she was determined to hear all the answers the Grave Mind was talking about, and, well, kept on talking and talking, and after a while, Cortana eventually was infected by Logic Link. No longer herself, now part of the parasite. Or mind controlled by it. And, it shouldn't have happened like that. Cortana shouldn't have stayed. What I believe is she should have just went with him. She should just risked it. And, you know, what am I gonna say? I'm going to say that she should have just risked she should have just risked it and went along with Master Chief. But no, she decided to stay behind and listen to what the Gravemind had to say. Which I think is really a good idea. She could have chose, you know, another idea, figured out another way, but she had to stay, and she had to listen to the Grapevine, which eventually turned her against humanity. Now, before I end this video here, I'm just gonna say one thing only. Had Cortana went with Master Chief on that spaceship, then it wouldn't have gone the way it did. So I'd say, thank you guys for watching.